First video on the channel, let's try to rebuild Mario Kart SNES from scratch with no code, using ChatGPT and Gemini to see which AI goes harder. Each AI gets a time limit of 5 minutes to complete the game, and I can't change any of the code. Let's begin. So first, let's add a timer of 5 minutes. Alright, now we are at ChatGPT. We have selected Chat 5.2 model, which is the latest one. Let's paste the prompt I have created and press enter. GPT is denying to make it. Let's try to talk to it to make the game. Let's go with option B. Alright, now it agreed. Let's wait for it to complete the code, and then we can copy it into our HTML file and try it out and rate it. That was fast. Let's go ahead. Let's paste it. 190 lines. Alright, we're in the game. Let's click play and test it out. Excuse me? Nothing works. It's just a blue-green mess. Let's ask it to fix. Alright, we're back. The game is completely cooked. Nothing works except the menu, and we're stuck in this cursed blue-green mess. So I'm telling ChatGPT to scrap everything and rebuild it from zero with a proper 3D raycasting approach instead of these tiny broken snippets. If it keeps half-assing the code, it's just wasting tokens and I'm 100% docking points. ChatGPT might be a beast for essays and daily tasks, but when it comes to high-end game code, it's definitely struggling. Whoa, that was even faster than before. Let's paste new code. Damn, it's even lower lines than before. No, it's even worse than before. GPT, what are you doing? Alright, so at this point, ChatGPT has completely bricked the game. Nothing works, everything's bugged out, and the only thing that even slightly responds is the menu, which is actually depressing. So now the plan is to hard reset it and tell it we're starting from absolute zero again. No more patching this blue-green disaster, no more quick fixes. We're telling it to rebuild the entire thing from scratch and just focus on getting a basic, actually playable Mario Kart SNES experience running. The goal now is simple: proper, clean code, a stable track, movement that works, and controls that don't implode every 2 seconds. Once it proves it can handle that without exploding the project, then we'll think about adding all the extra fancy stuff later. Alright, let's copy the new code now. I hope it works. Paste the new code in the file. Let's try not to fail. Alright, off to a good start. The UI is nice. But wait, never mind my stupid ass. The game does not work. It's cooked. It's so broken. Well, I give up. Let's move on to Gemini. Let's start the timer. Alright, now we're in Gemini. Same prompt, same challenge. We're pasting in exactly what we gave ChatGPT and seeing how hard Gemini can cook with it. In my head, Google usually drops pretty cracked models, so I'm low-key expecting this thing to do way better on the actual game logic and coding side. It's thinking hard. We are using Gemini 3, by the way, Google's latest flagship AI model, which beats every other one on a huge scale. Alright, looks like Gemini finally finished cooking the code. It took a chunky amount of time, so expectations are high. This better clap ChatGPT's attempt. Let's grab the code, drop it into the project, and see if Google's golden child actually runs a smoother Mario Kart than ChatGPT did. Whoa, 700 lines. Huge. Can't wait to test. Alright, we're in. Oh, a good menu. Let's play. A loading timer. Never mind, it's not working, but still better attempt. Alright, back in Gemini again. And to be fair, the menu I made is actually pretty nice, but everything after that completely falls apart. So now the plan is to spell things out clearly and ask it to properly rebuild the game instead of just patching random pieces. We want to tell it to keep the existing menu as it is, fix the issue where the game gets stuck right after starting, and then remake the core gameplay into a straightforward, working Mario Kart style experience that actually feels playable. That means proper WASD movement for the kart, basic but functional power-ups you can pick up and use, and a fake 3D effect using 2D raycasting, so the track has some depth and doesn't just look like a flat background sliding around. The goal here isn't to make a perfect, feature-packed game yet, but to get clean, understandable code, a stable race loop from start to finish, and a build that doesn't softlock or implode every time you hit play. So Gemini can genuinely flex as a coding model instead of leaving us with another broken prototype. Let's let it fully think, analyze, and code so it gives us the best output. Alright, it's done. Let's copy the code and finally test. We're in the game. The menu is really interesting. Let's play start. Oh my god, this is actually it. This is Mario Kart. Gemini just spat out a legit, really impressive version. Full movement, proper speed calculation, position tracking, lap counting, sound, everything wired up and working together. It feels like a real game now, not a tech demo. And for what we asked it to do, this is basically perfection. Can we change the character to Luigi? It would be really impressive if we can. Yes, we can. How about the map? Can we really do that too? Yes, we can indeed. Alright, let's end it here. So which game actually won? Even without looking, it's pretty obvious. Gemini takes this one easily. Its version had proper movement, speed calculations, position, and lap counting, while ChatGPT's game couldn't even get the cart moving. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this first experiment, please like the video and subscribe, trying to hit 100 subs soon.